Hello, I am at a random rural station. Except, nope, we're at a tube station. Welcome to Thaden Boys. Today, we're gonna get on the Central Line train that's coming in 1 minute to go to Woodford to go ride the Woodford Hainault Shuttle along the Hainault Loop, which is London's weirdest subway line. Welcome to London's weirdest subway line. And here's some history. I'll see you at Woodford. The history of the Hainault Shuttle traces back to 1903, when the Great Eastern Railway, a mainline steam railway, opened a branch line from Woodford on their line to Epping and Ongar to Ilford on their main line. This line, which ran in a loop and served various Essex communities, soon became known as the Fairlop Loop Line. This line served, for the most part, what were then fairly rural areas, and was a pretty minor branch line from the start. In 1923, the Great Eastern Railway was merged into the London and North Eastern Railway, and under the LNER, service continued without many changes. This was until 1936, when Roding Valley Station, near the junction with the line to Epping and Ongar, opened. During the late 1930s, proposals arose to transfer the line to the London Passenger Transport Board, but these stalled with the outbreak of World War II. During the war, the line suffered damages. Specifically, Grange Hill Station was destroyed by a German bomb. However, at the end of the war, the plan to convert the line to a tube line went ahead, and in November of 1948, the Hainault Loop reopened, extending the Central Line along a 1930s-built alignment as far as Newbury Park, and then running along the loop to Woodford. Service patterns varied, but by the mid-1960s, the Hainault Shuttle was established. Since trains from London were only easily able to terminate at Epping or Hainault, a shuttle service ran from Hainault to Woodford, providing service to the northern stations of the Hainault Loop. This section of track was even used as a testing ground for the automatic train operation system in place on the Victoria Line. In the 1990s, service was reconfigured again to allow through-running trains terminating at Hainault, but since then it has reverted back to the shuttle configuration. So, with that history out of the way, I'll see you at Woodford. Alright, here comes the Hainault Shuttle, and yeah, I'm curious how many people will be on, it does seem to run a full 8-car train, as opposed to train. But yeah, here we go. Hainault. I know that you cannot see that at all on my phone's camera, but here it is. And our first stop will be Chigwell. So I'll see you at the Chigwell Station. Welcome to Chigwell. One other off and no ons. Yeah, this branch is quite low used. Let's film this train. Alrighty, so Chigwell, it's a very peaceful station. We are actually in Essex now. This was going to become part of the Greater London back in the 50s, but then posh people didn't want it. Watch Jay Foreman's vid. I'll link that up above now for more context. Anyway, Chigwell. I got it off here because I'm gonna see all three stations on the loop. I'm also gonna rate all three. I don't really count Hainault, but also rate Hainault. Chigwell. I think Chigwell really is the most real of the three stations. I say that because it has this imposing bridge and this big station building. I think that's really mostly because this whole line, of course, was built by the Great Eastern Railway, a mainline railway, and didn't become the tube till quite late, till I think the 1940s. But this, I think, is the original station building, and yeah, it's a cool station. I think really for Chigwell, the main gripe I have with it is that it's not accessible, and it feels like there should be an exit on that end too. But it's not a terrible station. So I think Chigwell is going to get a let's say, yeah, I'll give Chigwell a 6 out of 10. It's a pretty good station, but there's nothing particularly impressive about it, and it does have that issue. Grange Hill is also not accessible, but Roding Valley is, so I'm comparing it to the rest branch. I guess it's slightly unfair, hence why a 6 and not a low row score. So yeah, I'm gonna hop over back to the Woodford bound side, and then head Woodford bound platform, and then hop on a train heading to Roding Valley, the least used station on the tube. Welcome to the least used station on the entire London on. Alright, I just tapped out, which is another interesting thing that we'll get to later. But right here, I'm crossing the footbridge now. This is another the cute little this part of the central has there's nice view from up here. Roding Valley is a really cute station, as many least used stations tend to be. So yeah, this I mean I think it's really cool that this is such a low used station, and part of that is on that side, and also here there are no fare gates. You just tap in here. I tapped out on that one. Now I'll go. Alright, tapped in. So it's just like a national rail station within the oyster zones or some overground stations. For those of you not familiar with London, we're right here right now. This station is also the only one on the whole line that is accessible because these ramps. As for the rest of the station, it's really cute. If we get lucky, we'll see a mainline central line train heading down through there, because that's where the I don't know, oyster card out. So that's where the main line heads down, and the junction's right near here. So yeah, Roding Valley. As for why it's least used, just because it's in the middle of like a really quite residential area. I think the three stations on this line all could be least used. Roding Valley just slightly edges them out. So yeah, as for a rating, I think this is going to get the trademark Hainault Transit vibiness shot, like up. I can do words very well. So because of that, I think without the vibiness that it has, I would give it maybe a 5, but I'm gonna give it 2 points for vibiness. So Roding Valley gets a 7 out of 10. As for ridership, full disclosure, I did not look it up beforehand, so I'll put that up now. I think it's probably in the range of 500,000 people per year, but I could be wrong about that. So yeah, that's Roding Valley. I'm just gonna chill here for 11 minutes until the train back outbound, and then we'll head to the last station on the line, Grange Hill. And this is a very long clip. I'll see you getting on that train. Turns out the 92 stock is very loud, and you can barely hear what I'm saying. That's kind of a common theme among the deep tube stock. It's definitely the worst on the Victoria line. The 92s aren't terrible, but you cannot hear at all what I'm saying here. So I'll see you at Grange Hill. Alrighty, welcome to Grange Hill Station. So there was one other off. I was not the only off, but then no one else got on. There does appear to be a second Central Line train behind there, and I think I know why. But first, let's do the station view. So there are waiting rooms here, and not seemingly the one on this side's closed. There were also waiting rooms at the other stations, but I forgot to go in them. This is very similar to Chigwell, like seemingly exactly the same, with the exception of the station building is a lot less grand. So yeah, for that reason, Chigwell got a 6 out of 10. Grange Hill's going to get a 5 out of 10. It's pretty much exactly the same as Chigwell, except for the station building being less grand. Now, you can kind of see through there, if I zoom in, that is a steam train tunnel that Central Line trains now run through. So I'm gonna head up here. They're doing some PA, and I'm gonna head up here to the station building and see if there's any way to get a better view of that tunnel and more specifically a train going through, because I think there is. But yeah, Grange Hill, 5 out of 10. Cool station, but nothing particularly interesting. And the station building's a lot less grand than Chigwell. So yeah. Alright, so I crossed the road from Grange Hill Station, and right there was a great view of the tunnel. Here is a train going through it. But the other cool thing that I sort of hinted at in the station review with that central line train behind there is that the Hainault depot, or depot if you're American, is right nearby. So instead of waiting for the next train, I walked to Hainault. In the theory that I could see the depot, turns out it was just a little suburban street, and you could not see anything, or you could barely see anything. That this clip right now is all you could see. And then I went to Hainault Station and went around the other end of the loop. So with that, thank you so much for watching London's weirdest subway line. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.